It was the middle of December, the kind of night where the cold seeps into your bones no matter how many layers you wear, when I agreed to babysit for the Patels. They lived on the far edge of town, in one of those old colonial houses that always looked like they belonged in a different century. The paint was faded, the shutters groaned in the wind, and every floorboard inside creaked like it was remembering something you weren't supposed to know. The parents were rushing out for a late dinner party. They gave me the usual instructions: bedtime at 9, no sweets after 8. But then, almost as an afterthought, the father turned to me. His tone shifted, more serious, almost warning. "Whatever happens," he said quietly, "don't go near the basement door." He didn't laugh. Neither did his wife. Their eyes lingered on me, just long enough to make my stomach twist. When they finally left, the house felt different. Not just empty, but hollow, like all the warmth had walked out the door with them. The only sound was the slow, rhythmic ticking of the grandfather clock in the hall. Every tick seemed louder than the last. The kids were easy. 2 little girls asleep within the hour. That left me alone with the silence. I tried to distract myself, scrolling through my phone, but every so often I'd hear it. A dull thump from somewhere beneath me. Not sharp, not random, steady, like something shifting its weight on the concrete floor below. I told myself it was the furnace, the old pipes, the wind, anything logical. But when I passed the basement door on my way to the kitchen, I noticed something that made my skin prickle. The lock. It was brand new, shiny, metallic. Too new for a house this old. But the wood around it, the wood was splintered. Not from age, from pressure. As if something had been pushing, straining, clawing. From the other side, a chill ran straight through me. I tried to shake it off, but at exactly midnight the atmosphere in the house shifted. The air grew heavier, colder, like the walls themselves were holding their breath. Then came the sound. Slow, deliberate, dragging footsteps, scraping against concrete, moving across the basement floor. I froze. Every muscle in my body locked in place, and I stared at that door like if I blinked, something would burst through. Then, out of the silence, a voice, high-pitched, fragile, a child's voice, right behind the door. "Can you let me out now?" My heart stopped. The kids. I bolted upstairs. But both girls were still asleep, tucked in tight, breathing softly. When I crept back down the hallway, the voice came again. Only now, it was different, louder, thicker, like the words were being stretched by something that wasn't human. "Please, let me out." Followed by a giggle, sharp, cruel. Then silence. The lock rattled violently. I stumbled back, clutching the wall. And that's when the grandfather clock struck 12. The sound was deafening. Each chime echoed through the house until it felt like it was vibrating inside my chest. And with the final toll, the basement door slowly creaked open on its own. The air that poured out wasn't just cold. It was icy, sharp, like standing in front of an open grave. The darkness inside seemed alive, breathing. And then, 2 pale hands slid out across the floorboards. Long, too long, dragging themselves into the hallway. My scream caught in my throat. I slammed the door shut with everything I had, twisting the key desperately, and froze. The lock was on the inside, not the outside. My blood went cold, and in that terrible, perfect silence, realization hit me. The Patels hadn't locked something in. They had locked something out. And tonight, whatever it was, had finally come home.